the coast of the Yucatan Peninsula, on the very top of the coast. I wanted to go to visit an island where there are no cars. People are living there, beautiful island with no cars. It's called Holbox Island. So let's visit it. So, welcome in Holbox. Basically this island, mostly made of sand, palm trees and mangroves. There are some couple of raccoons though, which you can meet here. But yeah, that's basically it. First time we heard about this island was as a fisherman's village some 2,000 years ago. However, for the last 40 years now, this island have been developing. How this small paradise could outlive this tourism pressure on the environment, on the beauty of this coastline. Let's see how it looks like downtown. So welcome on the main street of Holbox. Apparently cars are forbidden here because too much traffic here would just lift all the dust. As you can see, I'm just walking on sandy roads, and there are sand everywhere in this island, because basically that's the ground, what the ground is made of over here on this island. Although it's a small touristic island, this building is probably one of the biggest you'll see here, and the biggest I'll be able to show you. There is a rule that the building should not exceed 40 feet. So this is around 12 meters high. So here we can rent golf carts, and there's even a jeep on the top of it, of the building. Hi. That dude thought I was Brazilian because of that. See, motorbikes, golf carts, quads. You won't find a car here. The only exception are utility vehicles. If you're working for delivery, for example, you're delivering fresh fish and you need some vehicle that has some frigorific container. That's the kind of exception you can have here. That's the kind of vehicle I was talking about. Funnily enough, this small buggy here is the police. Even the police has his own golf cart. So we are already in the main square of Holbox. This small half dome is regularly repainted by different artists. Good sound. Over here, it's a full-blown supermarket on 2 levels. If you're getting too hot, inside that supermarket they have a whole room that is cooled for beers. So if you can't bear the heat, you can go rest there a couple of minutes and hesitating between different beer brands. So one of the problems with so much sand is that when it's too dry, the traffic of the golf carts can lift some dust. And therefore, they try to put some water on the streets to prevent these dust clouds. You might wonder how this island gets its water, because there are no sources. It's just a sand bank. Actually, from Chiquila, where I started the video on the mainland, there's I think it's a 10 feet wide, huge pipeline that runs under the sea and brings the water to this town. So, bars, restaurants, everywhere. But right now, it's 5 p.m. so there isn't much going on. But in the evening, it's pretty cool also. And we're getting on the beautiful beachfront. This is the center, but in the outskirts of this center you will see old buildings or small cabins where people are living. At the same time, you will start seeing popping out hotels, high-end hotels, everywhere around this center. And the contrast can be quite strong between a shack where someone would work for the hotels and small gig jobs or whatever, and the high-end tourist hotels. And there you go. This area is currently within or very close to the natural reserve of Yumbalam. And as of year 2020, you could count 10 lawsuits trying to lift these protections and then ensure and remove all the regulations related to the construction of buildings, hotels, restaurants, whatever, all around this coastline, and maybe eventually making it as ugly as the one in Cancun, for example. Let's hope it doesn't happen. So what you're seeing here is a very beautiful, very touristy side of Holbox. However, where are all those people who are working on the hotels living? Some of them probably are living in Chiquila or nearby towns. The others also live here within Holbox, but not in the same conditions as the tourists. Let's check it out. Let's check the other side of Holbox. Xabha. Sometimes when it's heavily raining, the streets become just some succession of small pools and ponds. So it's always good to be wearing flip-flops. This guy is called Don Reyes. Apparently the first telegrafista holboxeño, meaning the guy who was living there and allowing telecommunications between the island and the rest of the world. That's cool that they pay tribute to local figures like that. Gracias. This guy is sprinkling the water all over the street so it doesn't create dust when people would drive past that place. So I clearly don't know how long this place has left before transforming into a very, very trendy and gets jinxed by the trend and gets wasted and get all transformed into hotels. Probably the main advantage, in the sense that it's a little bit protecting the island, is the fact that it's a little bit remote from big places like Cancun, because it's a 2-hour drive and then you have to take the boat. So that's not the easiest place to access, and it's probably what still protects it a little bit. Look at that! We are on the football field of Holbox. Welcome to Holbox Football Club. This is where the local team stays. This is their visitor stays, and the main tribunes. The quality of the green field, but that's a full-blown football field. That's a cool house. Some terrain still remaining unconstructed, like between this cool house and the house here. It's just an empty field here. As I told you, you have some exceptions, like this construction. Voilà. That place was being sold, and I've even seen on the front of the beach a full-blown hotel with the rooms already constructed, sold by Sotheby's. So it's the same company that sells like the painting and all the art, valuations, Sotheby's. The limitation of the 40 feet was clearly made to prevent the proliferation of higher building and try to keep like the typical look of it and of the architecture. But still, this is probably what 40 feet gets you. This is super high. It's probably three stories high. Hola. And you can still find the shacks right next to it, where regular people live. I'm back on the south of the island, and we are back in some kind of mangrove, marshy area. Probably another hotel. This is the season where rain is still scarce, so it's not very humid. But still, some places the streets and roads are just full of ponds like these, and it gets pretty hard to walk around the island. Hola. Oh, look, is it an abandoned building? I don't know. Just made of wood. Can't get higher. Too bad. This looks like a haunted house. Much less sexier than the city center, definitely. Ooh. Let's check this out. Ooh, this is the middle of a mangrove. There are fish. I clearly don't know where this is gonna lead us. What is this place? Oh, that's a private building. Okay, should go back. Can you hear that? Great singer. Hola, buenas tardes. Hola, una botella de agua, por favor. Ah, gracias. Ah, está aquí. Okay. La gente que trabajó en la isla de Holbox, ¿vivir en la isla o vivir en Chiquila?
Mayormente son de fuera.
Ah, de fuera.
Sí,
Ok.
En diferentes lugares. Sí.
Vale.
Sí.
Okay. Hasta luego.
Adiós.
So, as you heard, the majority of the people working on the island still live outside Holbox and go back to the mainland each day. Or maybe they stay here for the week. I don't know. Another terrain to be rented. Here, a building that they started but they didn't finish, I guess. One thing for sure in this island is that everybody I crosses, they all say hello with a little smile. They seem to be super friendly, and quite frankly, you might think that you won't necessarily feel safe here, but on the contrary, even in the night and on the quieter streets, it feels still quite safe, and people are quite welcoming. Even the people who probably do not work on the tourism business or just construction workers, they're all say hi with a little smile. So that's really great to see. I think that's the only cat I saw on the whole island. Probably he's the one keeping all the rats away from here. I don't know how he survived all the stray dogs. Must be a pretty good cat. Let me introduce you to the airport of Holbox. All this strip here allows you to take a 6 or 7 people Cessna charter to Cancun, probably. And that's for the laziest and the wealthiest ones who wants to get to Holbox the fastest as possible. Oh, I think that I'm on a baseball field. The first time I'm on a baseball field. That's cool. In far better shape than the football one. Clearly, maybe tells you what are the two big sports on this island. That's probably where the batter guy is here. Okay, so when you do a home run, you have to roll across. All right. Oh, that's great. I didn't know. Aha! This is where the players stay, the visitor side, watching the game. That's cool. And of course, we don't forget a small spot where to do your little barbecue, of course. Yeah, it's just a mix of rundown places, shacks, and high-end hotels and bungalows. Very unique. Look at that. That's a very, very big resort being constructed here. respecting the 40 feet for sure, but very, very big in its size. It's clearly not the same mood as the small bungalows down there. Hola. See, there's super chilled people here. That's really lovely. Look at that. That's a little raccoon. As I told you, first time I'm seeing one from so close. Another one here. Hello. This is just enormous. Of course, taking the coast on the sun side. And we're back on the north side. So big. Guys, I think I found Jesus. Look at this man with the blue shirt. He's walking on water. He's walking on water. Could believe it. Jesus! Jesus said hi to me. So look at this whole hotel here. This thing is sold fully by Sotheby's, the international real estate company apparently, and also sellers of big art. All this area here ready to be taken, to be bought. And it's the same company, as I said, that sells the art and famous paintings with hundreds of thousands of dollars or even millions. Just yesterday I was walking here and I saw a video being made with the cameras and a nice lady presenting the complex. So I'm a little bit puzzled because on one side you have beautiful places like these being sold, and at the same time enormous hotels being built right next to it. So I don't know, is the business here working? Is it not working? I don't know. New, old, new, old, old too, old also. Very, very new, old, new, old. the small thing that tells me that there's still a good bunch of people that live here is the fact that they have small schools. There's one here. I think I've seen one in the very center of the city. So people are raising families here. Well, I'm not gonna lie, that's a great place to raise kids.